My name's Penny Holden. I've had mental health problems all my life, which is how I got involved with Sing Your Heart Out.
You look so lovely with those flowers, I had to get my camera out.
Sing Your Heart Out is a series of workshops for people with mental health problems, whether inpatients, outpatients, but also for staff, for people who look after them, for their friends, relatives, anybody they want to come along, or anybody who just wanders in, because the whole point is to get together and get everybody integrated and forgetting the differences between people.
So we're just going to start with a little warm-up, so if you'd like to stand up.
We always start with some sort of physical wiggly exercises, get the body moving.
Give your shoulders a shake, give all your bits and pieces a shake.
And then some breathing exercises, and then this gradually begins to turn into making noises.
If you can't do that, you can do it with a brr. This is the moment where we make lots of noise. We're just going to have a sideways stretch and a great big groan. Do it one more time.
You don't have to do anything in this group. You don't have to sing on your own. If you don't want to stand up, you don't have to. So there's no have-tos. So it's quite a safe environment. And you can feel supported within it, and you support each other within it.
Join it all together, so it'll be...
And also the professionals who run the group, they really help you feel good about yourself, and it doesn't matter if you get it wrong and we have to start again.
Right, again, and dum, 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 dum.
There's not a terrific stress about getting everything absolutely perfect, but on the other hand, I feel it would insult people if I didn't ask them to give the very best they could. So I always do, try to up everybody's game and see if we can get the best possible sound we can.
Because we never ask people who we are, we very rarely actually know what their diagnosis is. I mean, I know we have people with schizophrenia, some of whom have psychotic episodes, that we have people with obsessive compulsive disorder, people like myself who have bipolar syndrome, people who are just depressed. But as I say, nobody ever asks, because that's not the point of it. They're just there as people, just the same as anybody else.
This is about normality. This is about just having a singing workshop and not being someone with a mental health problem, just being someone who wants to come and sing. So that's the whole idea, and I think the normalising is the most beneficial aspect.
So we sing for about 3/4 of an hour, and we sing rounds and part songs, and they're very easy. You don't need to read music. People can pick it up by ear. We have visually impaired people who come. You don't need to be able to read anything. You don't even need to be able to speak English. Lots of the songs we do are in African languages, for instance. And then we stop for a cup of tea or coffee and biscuits. And it is one of our principles that we always have nice biscuits, chocolate biscuits. These people deserve the best. I can't imagine my life without Sing Your Heart Out. I've had many bad episodes with mental health, and I eventually had to give up work due to both my mental and physical health problems. I was just in my little cottage, isolated, feeling very depressed and wondering what I was going to do with the rest of my life. My support worker took me along to Sing Your Heart Out. Then eventually I got the confidence to go on my own. And then, when its funding was running out and it was about to stop, I thought, I can't let this go. It's done so much for me and it could do so much for other people. It is so important to keep it going. So I sort of got involved in fundraising and promoting it, and now, a few years later, it's more or less taken over my life.
I'm in a singing mood. I'm in a singing mood, yeah. I'm in a singing mood.
Singing gets through to the inner parts of the brain, in ways that are only just beginning to be understood.
I'm in a singing mood, yeah.
If you're singing in harmony together with other people, it gives you a great feeling of togetherness because you're all contributing something different to something that makes up a whole.
I think it really lifts spirits. It's one of the most important things, and it's one of the few things that people do all together at exactly the same time. And that's incredibly unifying, that feeling of belonging to something big that's sort of moving and has its own energy.
People's confidence grows, their self-esteem grows, they feel less depressed. The improvements in the mood lasts after the singing, it can last for days afterwards. People go out singing. Very occasionally they come in singing, but they nearly always go out singing.
I've seen huge changes in confidence, ability to communicate with other people, to feel at ease within a group. And also I see a lot of people moving on to other things, getting the confidence to join other choirs or other groups. Just once you've moved beyond that initial kind of fear of getting involved again, then suddenly all kinds of doors open. And I've seen people just much happier. That's the main thing.
There is no doubt that things like singing, all these things, have a huge part to play in mental health. Drugs and talking therapies are often at the beginning of the treatment and the basis of treatment, but these are what actually make people well, what give them their life back, what gives them their self-esteem and their confidence back. People go out smiling, chattering, singing. People just don't want to go home. It's difficult to clear the room for the next group to come in.